Hi there, it's Wise here, once again bringing you some wise words in the middle of nowhere. Back at one of my favorite spots to come and talk to you guys. It is extra sunny out today, and I'm absolutely loving it, even though there's still snow on the ground. Didn't affect this lake back here, all the snow around here. So, let's get to it. What did I want to talk to you guys about today? Well, as always, an important subject. PSA about balance. How to bring more balance to your life, how to bring more balance to your thinking, how to bring more balance to your mindset, and ultimately, how to bring more balance to your soul, or whatever it is you're looking to bring balance to. Now, the reason that I really wanted to talk about balance is that everybody that I speak to about their lives, I notice that they don't have a good balance of anything, of whether it's work and play, or uh, wake and sleep, or being in the city or coming out into nature. There's not a good balance of many of the things that they have. In fact, there's a huge imbalance that a lot of us have with being obsessive with a lot of things. We tend to get carried away. We tend to be the overdo it society, so to speak, where we like to indulge as much as we possibly can with as many things as we possibly can. A lot of people who smoke a lot. A lot of people who drink often. Now, I'm not going to say everybody does this, but we do it a lot of things with things that you wouldn't be addicted to, such as food. Some people binge eat. Some people binge watch television shows on Hulu or Netflix. I know that I've been a victim of binge watching things on YouTube and things like that before. Or we get addicted to things like social media. There's tons and tons of things that we get addicted to, but we really don't bring the balance to our life. Take the time to take away or break away from those things. And so I wanted to talk to all of you about this today because I feel that it's very important. The more balance that you bring to your life, the more even keeled of a person you'll be, the quicker you'll be able to react to tougher situations, the more apt you'll be to not fly off the handle about certain things, the more that you'll want to bring more balance to everything in your life. And the more balance that you bring, I believe the more, at least in my estimation, from my experiences, it makes it to where you're a more in control person, the where your life doesn't seem so by the seat of your pants, the way where everything is more planned out. And I'm not saying that it has to be like that. If you like doing some things by, happenstance or whatever, some people call it chance or whatever you want to call it, go right ahead. But the way that I live my life and a lot of successful people live their life is by really taking life by the horns, really doing all that you possibly can to bring as much structure to your life and controlling, at least to a certain parameter, some of the outcomes. So, with talking about balance, as always, I'm a solution oriented person. This is a solutions oriented channel. I want to bring you a couple ways to bring balance to your life. So, number one of my favorite ways that I always talk about is yoga. Yoga is, on the surface, like I said before, an exercise perhaps for balance and other things. But underneath, at its core, the essence of yoga is really about shaping your body and your soul and your spirit to the geometry of the universe, becoming more in unison with nature and yourself, learning more about yourself, finding out about your insides, listening to your heartbeat, and things like that, finding out where you're balanced and where you're not balanced, and working through those challenges and becoming more apt to be able to handle challenges in real life. Yoga really does, really does emphasize balance. There are balancing postures. Just about every posture is balancing. I mean, yes, the weight might be distributed through four different points or two different points, but it really is about balance. Whether you're doing a downward dog, or whether you're doing a lotus pose, or whether you're doing tree pose or royal dancer, it's all about balance, inner balance and outer balance. And once you have a calm, peaceful mind, you can take your body and put yourself in these different positions and things like that. But another benefit of yoga is that it also brings balance to another thing I want to talk about, which is balanced breath. Deep inhales, long, slow exhales, which emphasize using your diaphragm, which strengthens your lower lungs and helps you out with other things in life, other cardiovascular things that you might be doing in life, whether it be running, cycling, and so on and so forth. Another way to bring balance to your life is start getting a structured sleeping schedule. get 8 hours. And if you can, get 9 hours. It is so healthy for you. The more sleep you get, the more beneficial it is. It improves blood flow, and it improves mental clarity, because during the time that you sleep, there's actually a chemical process that goes on in your brain that cleanses out a lot of toxins. So sleeping, it helps you get in line with the circadian rhythm. There's so many good benefits to having a balanced sleep cycle. If you're the type of person that stays up till 11 o'clock and then gets up at 5 or 6 in the morning, only gets 6 to 7 hours of sleep, I feel bad for you. I really do, because I'm the type of person, I go out of my way to get extra sleep. I absolutely love sleep, and it's one of the reasons I'm always fever pitch. I mean, I love getting up from sleep, from a good night's sleep. I have a very expensive mattress that I love sleeping in. You'll spend almost a third of your life sleeping. At least do it right. Get a good mattress, treat yourself well, get a balanced sleeping regimen, and I'm telling you, it will go miles, universes, bounds and leaps, whatever you want to call it, to really help you bring balance to your life. Another thing that will help you bring balance to your life is getting on a good diet. And now, when I say the word diet, I'm not talking about something you do for 2 or 3 weeks and then you get done doing. No, I am not talking about that. When I talk about diet, I'm talking about lifestyle. I'm talking about the way that you will eat for the rest of your life. Hate to break it to you, but a lot of stuff that we eat out there is terrible for us. Besides the fact that the World Health Organization came out a little bit over 24 months ago and said unequivocally, no matter what processed meats you get, whether it's sliced turkey or sliced ham or ground beef or bison, whatever it might be, if it comes packaged from a packaging plant, the chemicals in it are cancer causing. So with that being said, you should lament at the fact of eating too much meat, whether it's chicken or pork or red meat, whatever you want to eat. The reason I tell you this is because a lot of us are suffering from gastrointestinal problems. It is on the rise. We have simultaneous obesity and sickness and starvation going on the planet. It doesn't make any sense, especially here in America, where we're supposed to be the land of free, home of the brave, and we're supposed to have some of the best health care on the planet. We have a obesity problem. And if people aren't even obese, even if they're not obese, their eating habits are not so good. Staying away from a lot of white things, whether it's bleached bread or bleached rice or bleached noodles. If you can get things more in their whole grain form, try to substitute 1 or 2 meals for salads a week with real good leafy greens like arugula or baby spinach, or get some good romaine or some romaine lettuce, something that's a deep leafy green. That'll really help you out. It improves the iron in your blood, it'll improve your blood flow, it'll help clean out your intestines, it will bring balance to your life. Your body is asking for it. Your body wants this. Trust me, the sleeping that I'm talking to you about, doing stuff like yoga, and there's other activities you could participate in besides yoga. But eating, being very, very, very conscious of how you treat your body. Another thing that I could talk to you about, we were talking about athletics a bit ago. If you want to bring more balance to your life, try doing sports that require a good bit of balance. Try riding your bicycle. If you don't like riding bikes, try rollerblading or roller skating or even skateboarding. If you live in a place kind of like where I do in Colorado, try snowboarding. Try skiing. All these things are very, very fluid motion things that are going to keep you in a state of perpetual balance, where you have to use your core and bring balance to your breathing and your mindset as well. Because, and even though the old adage goes, once you learn how to bike, it's just like riding a bike, you never really forget. All these things have something in common, where it helps you build a zen-like state of mind, and while in that zen-like state of mind, you come back to center. I always say the best things in life are a good combination of the masculine and the feminine. If you can bring them together, it go bounds. The logical and the art side. All these things, they're yin and yang. They're hot and cold, soft and hard. They bring very, very good complementary things to each other. Why do you think they say that opposites attract? Because we help bring each other closer to center. And by being balanced, my friends, you will find that you will start taking charge of your life and be on your path to being the best possible person that you can be. That's how it works for me, at the very least. And I think if you implement any of the things that I said today here in your life, you will see results exactly like I have. So, as always, I want to wish each and every one of you infinite love, infinite peace, and infinite wisdom.